Hey guys, it's just like Laura, and today in this video we're going to be making some holiday Rice Krispie Treat snowman. So let's get cooking. Alright, so today in this recipe we are going to be making some snowman Rice Krispie Treats. The very first step that you're going to make sure that you have 20 regular sized marshmallows, as you can see. A cup of your Rice Krispie Treats or Rice Krispie cereal. You need 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter. And then you're gonna need a saucepan. I have my burner on high, and so it can heat up as fast as possible, so we can get eating our snowman as fast as possible. So the next step we're going to do is, it's a little bit warm now. I'm gonna put in my 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter in. I'm just gonna plop that in there while it melts. As we're letting our melted butter cook, as you can see, like that, we're gonna let that cook for a little bit, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, I don't know if you can hear like this sparkling sound, like that, like a little bubbling sound. That is the butter melting, almost done. And after the butter melts, you want to add your 20 delicious marshmallows. I guess it's around 2 cups of marshmallows. The normal recipe, they call for 40, but this recipe is just it's a little bit smaller because you're making some different creations, so we don't need as much for this recipe. But if you want to add more, you can obviously do that for your own recipe if you are feeding more or you just want more. These marshmallows in there, just nice and plop them in there. Okay, so I'm gonna let these be in there on the stovetop for a little bit. I like to move them around a little bit, make sure they get all of the butter in them. And for mine, they melt right away. So we're just gonna let these go through with the melted butter, and we're gonna let them cook, and I'll check back with you guys when they are all melted. I know this might not help for everybody, but my ticket is to always kind of keep letting it move, especially when it's getting to the point of they're almost all melted, because that's where they normally start to burn. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at, because I know you guys can't see it from here, but I'll show you what I mean. I was going to show you guys that always just let it keep moving, because there's some that are turning golden brown, but we don't want them to be burning. And that's a normal problem that people have when they make the Rice Krispie Treats, that they want it to not burn, and sometimes that happens. So we're gonna let these cook, but as you can see, I just keep moving them, especially around the edges, and then they can turn out to be something like this other liquid around it. So I finished pretty much my melted marshmallows, or in other words, I turned off my stove top. Alright, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to put our melted marshmallows in our glass container that you need. And also a good tip with that is to make sure you add some cooking spray on the bottom so it doesn't stick to this, obviously, container. Okay, so now I just poured my very sticky marshmallow goo in here. I'm gonna just gradually pour in my Rice Krispie Treats. That is 1 cup. I'm gonna gradually just pour that in there and start moving it around. I'm gonna pour some more. Okay guys, so while I am trying to put my Rice Krispie Treats around the container, a pro tip that I always did, or I am doing, is I like to spray one of my measuring cups, the bottom, with cooking spray, and kind of move it around, and then you can pret it down. It won't stick, but also it makes it really easy, so you don't have to get your hands dirty, especially if your mixture is still hot. So just putting that down can really help with that as well. So after equaling and moving around your Rice Krispie Treats, hopefully it turns out a little bit good for you. And then the next thing that you want to do is, after a little, maybe a minute, let it cool for a little bit, and then you're going to make them, and you can either cut them or you can take parts and just make them into little balls for your Rice Krispie snowman. Some people like to just do the same, like around the same size of snowman, so you can do that, or you can make like the small, medium, and then like the small little head too, or whatever you want to make your snowman like, you can do that. But my suggestion is let it cool for just a little bit, so you don't have to burn your hands or hurt your hands with the warmness. So after taking apart and adding your marshmallows and making them into Rice Krispie treats, and then you added them into balls, then the next step is to put them on some type of like, I use a toothpick, but you can use like just some like food kebab like sticks or something like that to make your snowman. So if I show you here, what you're going to do is you can just take your different balls and attach them onto your like made with on your toothpicks or whatever stick you would like to use. And I'm going to top this with this on top of it, and then I made around a interesting snowman kind of thing, and that can also be really fun to have and eat. The next step is to decorate and actually make into your fun snowman. So what I ended up doing was to buy these holiday sprinkles like set. I just bought it from the store when it was in season, and it works. So I'm just gonna unattach that. And the nice thing is that they come with different holiday mix like colors that are for the holidays. So I mean, I don't know about you, but it's a pretty fun mix to use, and you just unattach it and you can use that and put it in your hands. So maybe like you might want to use like these kinds of, and they're like holiday colors, and you can put those for the eyes, all of that fun stuff that you can decorate and make it into your delicious, by far, best snowman ever. If you guys like this video, make sure to try it for this holiday. It's a fun snack, dessert, whatever you want to call it, and it's just a really fun recipe to use. And obviously it can be easy with recipes, but sometimes it can be hard, so just make sure if you want to try it, you just can. And also thank you guys so much for watching Just Like Laura. Hope you have an awesome day and happy